Lieutenant Phil here from When Do You Wait?
I'm here.
Yeah, you are, as always. So in this episode we visit cute villages with a nice rock garden. We make some romantic gestures on a hilltop.
Do we? Oh.
We have lunch in that wind.
Oh, right.
I get a bit all emotional in a flooded village.
What do you mean emotional? You feel the visit, why were you tears?
It was a sad story. But we finish with fluffy ants and a great hack for motorhomers. So enjoy. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, where you gone? What are you doing?
I'm getting rid of cat fluff.
Fluff
Always getting rid
everywhere.
of cat fluff.
One of them will let us brush it, but the other one, no, not doing that. Get off me. So we have to wait for it to all collect on the edges of everything in the van, don't we?
Yeah.
And did you sleep all right?
It was too hot to start with.
Too hot. The heat, yeah, it were hot. We managed to ventilate the van to make it a bit cooler and put the fan on. But the biggest problem was 2 mozzies or 3.
Oh, yeah. Or 4 or 5.
Just about dozing off and then something's chewing on your bloody feet.
Well, I just kept hearing them. They kept coming into my ear.
Yeah, I couldn't hear them when I had my good ear down, but I just felt this little waft on my feet or a pain, and then I thought, and you can't be bothered to get up and catch them, but you wish you had. Anyway, where are we going today? North? To Alaska?
Something like that. I'm not going to Alaska, but towards the Portuguese border.
Right. Yes, we're going to confuse each other by going into Portugal, into Spain. Portugal, Spain.
Well,
lose an hour, gain an hour. Lose an hour, gain an hour.
Today we're just going towards Elva, which is in Portugal, but we're not actually going to get into Portugal. It's staying in Spain today.
Okay. So I not only don't know what day it is, now I'm not going to know what time it is either.
We did know what time it was.
Hey? Right, let's go. This'll do, won't it?
Yes, thank you very much.
Do very nicely. Yeah, they've got an ass that might make a noise in the morning. We've got a church that's definitely going to make a noise every hour. And it's very clean. And just lovely. And we might even find somewhere for lunch in here. Going out for my birthday. So we had lunch here at El Bilar and we met a lovely friend lady who translated the menu into English for us. And we had a fabulous meal. Pardon? Oh yeah, these are the council offices. Yeah, we had a chat with her uncle in French. And the village is wealthy because it has solar panels and wind generators, and it makes money for the town, and they are then able to be generous with the travellers because we get our air for free, and they help the villagers by paying for nursery and education at university and lots of other ways of supporting the people of the village. That were close, wasn't it? Bloody cats. Try again. Right. Nice here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. I don't know if I can see you on there or not. Check, can.
Get out.
Come here, Jack.
Third time lucky.
Are we having tea?
Oh. Yeah, you ready for your tea?
Yeah. Getting there.
Is he coming again?
He's coming again.
Let's just have tea and forget it. You coming out, Stan?
No, you've been out and scared yourself, haven't you?
Have you?
Yeah, you scared yourself, so you went back in, didn't you?
Did you scare yourself?
Yeah, there's a horse came up, weren't there?
Oh no.
That was scary enough.
It's a bit bigger than you, isn't it, that?
You're scared at spiders.
Spiders? He's just caught a couple of flies for you.
He eats them.
Well,
Scared of them though.
Yeah.
Aren't you? Yeah.
He's a good boy.
You don't have to go on a lead, do you?
No. Morning.
Morning.
I bet you slept well last night, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
So did I. It was so quiet.
And peaceful.
I heard the 11 o'clock bells and then that were it. I said, I'm not going to hear the 12 o'clock, and I didn't.
Well, I think I heard 12 o'clock.
Did you?
Yeah.
So we're going for a walk in this village.
Well, we're not actually going into the village, we're going up onto the hill.
Yeah.
You just said we're going into the village.
There's nice rocks there. Penna Maya. What does Penna Maya mean?
Well, I know you are here in French is vous êtes ici,
Yeah.
and in Spanish it's esta usted aquí.
Yeah.
Something like that, anyway.
Usted, yeah, Esta usted aqua.
I'll never remember that.
Don't have to. So it must be quite windy around here because they currently make money from the windmills that they've positioned, the new windmills. But before that, the houses were, there's a lot of windmills from the old style, so that's helped them through history, there's the wind. Right, what's at the top? I bet there's a good view.
It is. You want to have a look at it? Full of pollution down there.
Oh yeah, proper hazy. Trust you to find that first. I was looking at this pretty village first.
Yeah,
Well,
there's two villages there.
there is. Now you can definitely see the van today.
Yeah.
Down in the bottom there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're on an outcrop of land.
We are.
There's all sorts of different ones, isn't there? All different colours, pinks, purples, yellows. Look nice when they're natural. I like these little yellow ones with the black, browny black centres.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? There's
Yeah.
some pink ones and white ones here.
Yeah,
It's a proper old rockery.
it is, isn't it? A natural rockery.
Yeah.
Right, back down the path for some coffee. Steeper to come down than it looks. I don't think you'd get a car up there, although there is a gateway. It's more likely you went up with your donkey or your ass. I nearly came down on my ass. He looks very proud and she's got her flamenco dress on. So we've got our bread. We'll go back for some lunch now. I don't think I've ever seen as many birds nesting in one building in my life. Let's hope it doesn't get knocked down too soon. Super. What are you showing me?
Oranges.
Yeah? What about them?
Well, the flowers are there, look.
Yeah.
And if you look up into the tree, there's oranges, fully grown.
Ah.
There were all orange fingers.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Oranges
see,
are
I
orange.
see it, the big one.
So they're the big ones. And then if you look here,
Yeah.
you've got little baby oranges starting here.
Ah, I'm with you. Right. So that's a baby orange.
That's the baby orange.
So that stalk on the end, that's where the flowers
just
come
fall
off.
off.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, it did.
And that's the orange which will grow.
Cool. Cycle of life.
Yeah.
By what was it? Almendro. Up that. It's saying to go up there, yeah. Welcome to Portugal, Stan.
Continue for 11 kilometres.
Morning, everybody. We're at a lake just above Moura, M-O-U-R-A, and there is a free air up at the top of the lane up there, which I think is going to be chargeable in the season. It's not open at the moment, but they allow you to park down here overnight, out of season, without a problem by the look of it. They've shipped in a load of sand to make this beach a little bit more substantial. And there's a bathing period, but as the Spanish do, they do what they want. They were all swimming down here yesterday. And there's a lovely walk along there, round the lake, round the other side, and then you have to come back across this pontoon. However, I think you can see the pontoon's sort of like semi-submerged, so people were having a bit of a paddle to get across there. Jack fell in, so we ended up walking the other way. And then when we got all the way around to this side of the pontoon, it was knee deep, so we had to walk all the way back the way we'd come. But yeah, nice peaceful evening. It's very nice. There's a restaurant and then all sorts of sailing activities if you're into that sort of thing. So yeah, very busy during the day. So I'd probably recommend that you came sort of like late afternoon, sort of like 4 or 5 o'clock. You don't get much better places to have a picnic, eh?
Well, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Well,
Windy.
it is a bit breezy.
Bit breezy.
Bit breezy.
Spread nice.
I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks it.
It looks gorgeous, does that?
Yeah.
You hold it my mayonnaise in case
Yeah,
it blows away.
everything's blowing away.
And what's with the love art behind you then?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a monastery over there, about a romantic monastery or something like that, something
Right.
to do with romance and stuff, so
They'll do weddings up here, I bet then.
yeah, probably.
It's a nice way to show me that you love me.
Yeah,
So the score's 3-0
after 30 minutes.
after 30 minutes. They're playing the little socks off then, aren't they?
Well, the thing is, if they get a goal difference of about 12 goals in 2 games, they'll beat Leeds, possibly.
We live in hope, eh?
So, well, after 30 minutes, it's 3-0 up. They're
Yeah,
going for it, aren't
possible, isn't it? Wow, that'd be a first. That'd go down in history. That would.
they? That would.
I reckon. I can hear some bells, Phil. Well, takes your breath away. Literally. Right, well this spot will do nicely. We've got the last one. There's 8 here. We've got our own little tree. And somewhere to sit in the shade. It's just nice. The barrier's up, so I'm assuming it's free out of season. We've just come basically to do our services and one thing and another. We've had one of them days doing shopping, and van needed some coolant, so I feel like we've done a big circular tour, to be honest. We went up to Avivo and got some coolant this morning, and then we went up onto that hilltop and had our lunch there, and then we've come back to about 5 minutes from where we were last night. So I don't know whether we were meant to do that, but I know Phil was struggling to find somewhere wait services, so we could have done with finding this last night. Would have saved us coming back on ourselves. So we're back down near the lake. It's over there in the distance. So we're just at another part on the edge of a village. It's quite nice. Some nice smells. Somebody's making the tea. Or a barbecue or something. Right, do nicely that. And the sun is still shining. We have been lucky. Good morning from Luz. We are here having a chat with Deborah and Cameron because we spent the night with them having a right good old chinwag. And we were going to go for a walk up into the village, but somebody's still talking, so I made a coffee to come and stand and have a bit more of a natter with them, which is a great way to spend life. I've found when you're on your travels, you always come across like-minded people because we're all a bit adventurous, we're all a little bit well, weird and geeky in a really positive way, and it just gives you that thing in common with everybody. You fit, you've found your family, your tribe. It's brilliant. So we'll go and see what today brings. Luz is a village that was built as a result of flooding the valley down there. So their village sadly got flooded in the upgrades to the community. But water's essential, so hey ho. And they built this village, so I think we might go and have a wander down, see what it's got. But the bells are brilliant. Sound like doorbells. They go ding dong ding dong. They go on forever. Right, till then, see ya. Enjoy. Right, let's go down into this village. So the blue and white is classed as traditional, but they've got some different colours as well.
For this area.
For this area.
It's very traditional. You know, this village has only been built since about 2000 and 2003 when the lake was flooded.
All right, so it's a newish village then.
Well, yeah, it's fairly new.
Yeah.
Probably why there's no shops.
I think there is some somewhere, Deborah said.
I haven't found one yet.
Let's go find them. I like the flowers in the trees.
And the ones on the ground as well.
Oh yeah, there's... That makes it
And then you've
nice.
got your knitted hanging baskets here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you couldn't put real flowers, we wouldn't. I call that deluxe accommodation up there, do you?
Yeah.
It's got a
I do.
lovely big platform on which to build his house.
Oh, this square is dedicated to 2 days after your birthday.
Why?
It's the 25th of April.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the village square with some real flowers. I bet that's the old village before it was flooded. It's sad, isn't it?
Come on, flag fly.
We found out last night why they put water outside the houses, and it's because the heat from the sun warms the water and gives them free hot water, and it gets very warm, doesn't it?
It does get very hot.
So great for showers, washing up, all that sort of stuff.
So put it in your window.
Yeah, might
do
do it
it.
at home.
Yeah.
All these different ways to save on fuel. Good tip. And the person who told me about the tip about the hot water has started doing it in her motorhome. So she fills a couple of bottles and puts it in window or wherever it's sun shining, and then she's got warm water for washing up or whatever she does, having a wash. She said it was too hot the other day when she was washing her hair. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Deborah, for sharing that. Oh, he's got a big nest up there, hasn't he? Cool. Ah, we've got a pair up here. That's nice. This piece of stone is quite poignant. I thought it was a viewing platform, which it could be, to say if you stand here you're looking at where the village used to be, but they've actually built the museum underground. So it's a bit like the original village is underwater and the museum to tell you about the village is underground or built into the ground. That's not a bad spot to park your motorhome if it's allowed.
So, what do you think of that then?
It caught me out a bit, really.
Oh yeah, you're bawling your eyes out.
Yeah. I think it's just you could replicate that village exactly the same, but it still wouldn't be the same village.
Can I just say we've just been to the museum about the flooding of the village?
Oh yeah. Well, it's like you said, the landscape when you look around is not the same, and the poor fella who was going to have to plant new fruit trees was not going to see that fruit, and the woman who said that she bought that land off somebody and there was a rose tree on it and on her allotment, and the grandma said, I want that to stay, don't get rid of it. And she could just go down and get what she wanted from there, a bit like going to the shop. She grew that many different things, and having to start all that again from scratch must have been. But the pig got me when they tried to move the pig from its sty. It had lived there however old it were a big old thing, weren't it? And it were well upset when they moved it. It were having a right squeal, so that's what set me off.
But yeah, you'll still eat pork.
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they eat the pig, but they're an intelligent animal and it knew something weren't right and it just upset me. Anyway, a very good exhibit, worth going to.
Have you seen this?
What?
All these ants here, they're carrying seeds.
Are they?
Yeah, they're carrying the
Oh
seeds
God, they're
from the
everywhere. It's like the floor is moving.
tree. It is.
Where's the nest?
Couple black ants, they're all going down here.
I didn't know they ate seeds. I thought
Well,
they
I didn't
were.
know they collected seed, but they're going to be rich in stuff, aren't they? Nutrients, whatever. Oh, there's a load there. They seem to be dropping them here.
Point to it.
I am, look.
Yeah, do it again.
They seem to be dropping them round here.
Right.
And then other ones are coming up out the nest and taking them down.
Oh, so right. So they're working together, like.
But they always do, the ants.
Well, they're just amazing, aren't they?
Yeah. And then there's one or two out here getting lost.
Are they?
Yeah.
Just point to the nest again, just so I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm. Yeah.
That's the hole down there.
Yes, I know. You know what this gimbal's like, though. It goes wandering off where it flipping wants.
Amazing, amazing.
Point to it again. I'm going to go right in. I don't know if it'll go out of focus. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We did. In next week's episode, we have a power outage in Spain and how we cope with that. We almost get refused to park up. We visit some Neolithic rock carvings, and we visit the stunning aqueduct at Elvas. See you then.